Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, my buddy Cowboy Joob Buu. And as always, Joob Buu needs a refill. Boy, how good does it feel to be in first place with the best record in the NFC? Now, the offense has been getting all of the love and everything else. You know, we look at that fourth quarter comeback and things and feel really good about it. But I tell you, the forgotten men is that defense, that much maligned defense that the experts out there said was suspect. You know, the thing I find interesting is no matter what happens with the Cowboys, they never get credit for anything. I mean, think about it. Dak Prescott, third-rated quarterback in the NFL, yet it's because of the offensive line and Zeke Elliot. That's why Dak is doing good. Oh, okay. All right. So the narrative, of course, for the Dallas Cowboys is, well, they're not playing anybody. Or the teams they played, there's a problem with Aaron Rodgers. Or the Eagles, well, they don't have any wide receivers. Going into the game, everybody talked them up and talked about how great they are. Well, same thing with our defense. Our defense isn't getting any credit for playing well. I mean, of course, they're just saying that, well, they're benefiting from the offense being so good. You know, they're keeping them off the field and keeping them rested. Well, that doesn't exactly hold water, because if that were the case, you know, they wouldn't be seventh in points given up, okay? You know, yes, they may be rested, but if they're not any good, they're not stopping anybody. And if you think a team that they're playing realizes that the Dallas Cowboys are taking a lot of time off the clock, they're going to be passing more, trying to catch up if they are behind. So let's go ahead and look at my black sheep. And some of you may wonder why I call them black sheep. Well, quite frankly, it's I'm a history buff. I love studying World War II and the Civil War. Well, back in the Civil War, there was a fighter squadron. It actually used to be a TV show called Black Sheep Squadron. And it was led by Colonel Bowington, who was a bit of a misfit. Now, supposedly, they had a lot of guys that were troublemakers, misfits, guys that didn't have other squadrons. And they put them together figuring they weren't going to do anything. And that's why they were called the Black Sheep. But when they came together, they became the best fighter squadron in the South Pacific and one of the most feared ones. Well, that's my Dallas Cowboys. Now, back to the experts. They told us the defense is suspect. You know, and after the 2013 season, when we were 32nd and our defense stunk, we lost Jason Hatcher, Sean Lee's knee went out, and we got rid of DeMarcus Ware. So the narrative was the Dallas Cowboys team in 2014 wouldn't be able to stop a high school team. Well, that team improved to 19th. And then, of course, last year, which was a terrible year for our offense, that same defense improved to 17. So I started looking at the numbers, and when you think that they improved last year, when our offense went from a ball-controlled, high-scoring offense to no offense whatsoever that couldn't stay on the field, the fact that they were actually moving up to 17 told me that that defense played a lot better than 17 because they didn't have an offense. And I said before the season that this defense would, by the end of the season, be a top 10 defense. Well, so far, we're 7th in points allowed, 11 in yards given up. And also, the big difference of last year and this year is we're 11th in turnovers. So that's even trending up because our season average is 1.4 a game, but over the last 3 games, it's 1.7. The other great thing is when you think that the most points we have given up is 23 points in a game. We did that twice against the Eagles and the Redskins, which division matchups are always tough. That's pretty good. You know, when you think that you've faced Aaron Rodgers, you faced the Redskins with Kirk Cousins, you faced the Cincinnati Bengals, you faced some pretty good offenses, and that defense has come true. Now, that game and that victory wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for this one play. Here it was, 3rd down and 8. The Eagles had the ball with a 10-point lead on the 30-yard line, and Sean Lee comes through and makes the tackle 7 yards and knocks him out of field goal range. Let's take a look at that clip. one hell of a play from a suspect defense, because had he not made that, the Eagles would have kicked the field goal, and it would have been 14 points we would have needed, and more than likely we would have gotten that into overtime. So hats off to Sean Lee. Now, I've got an interesting story. A lot of you probably are new and wonder about the whole idea about Joob Buu. Make a long story short, Joob Buu is like the Joob Buu from Major League. And I had an Eagles fan a few years back, 2012 or 2013, said that the Dallas Cowboys suck so bad that not even Joob Buu could help them. Well, I made Joob Buu, and the rest is history. But what's interesting is, in the summer of 2014, and you'll notice the little Joob Buu picture right here in the corner for the subscribe button, is a picture of Sean Lee and Joob Buu. We were at an autograph signing. This is right after Sean Lee had his last injury and had his knee operated on. And Sean Lee is going through, getting ready to go to a section to do his autograph signing. And he stops and he's like, man, that is the coolest thing. What is that? I said, that's Joob Buu here, and he's here to spread the mojo for the Dallas Cowboys. He said, man, I love that. Can I take it home? True story. Okay. So we go through, wait through line, and get our autograph signed. And Sean Lee grabs Joob Buu. When I get up to the autograph signing, I put him on the table. He says, Joob Buu, I need you to keep me healthy and on the field next year. Now, I can't say that there's anything to Joob Buu, but since that time, he was a Pro Bowl player last year, his first year. And right now, he's 7th in the NFL in tackles and staying healthy and knocking people out. So, I don't know. Maybe he's good luck, but at least good things happen when he's around. And as always, guys, thank you for watching the Joob Buu Report. Oh, and one other thing. Some more of you guys have been asking me about the t-shirts and stuff. Go to Joob Buu Man Cave. No S on it. Joob Buu Man Cave. I'll go ahead and put the link right there on here. JoobBuuManCave.com. The shirts are $16 plus the shipping and handling. And I'll take the money and I'll do something good for all of us when I get rid of them all. But so if you want one, be sure to get one. And when you get it, be sure to share a picture of you wearing the shirt so that way I can share it on one of the videos. I'm Mark Holmes. Have a great night, and go Dallas Cowboys.